Hello. If you do something in a foreign country that is illegal, and you know and willingly know that it's illegal, if you cannot do the time, don't do the crime. That's what today's topic's about. You know that guy that from America that is from North Korea and tear down a propaganda folder and got sentenced to 15 years of hard labor. He was in hard labor for 2 months, and for the rest of the time that he's there, he was in a coma. And then, as of yesterday, he died. War Corp 666 made a video called, hold up just a second. SJW liberals tried to blame the victim for the North Korea murder. I did not look at it because it is set in stone of you going into somebody else's country and breaking the law. I am a firm believer of law and order and justice. But if you do something that is wrong, then whatever crime in that country that you did is punishable by that country in that crime. Nobody feel remorse because of the fact of the matter that he did something that broke the law. Y'all anti-SJWs talking about liberals break the law when they go and block traffic or they go and loot and riot and shit. Look at what the guy did, the American person did in North Korea. They broke the law. No matter how draconian the law is, he broke the law. He think that his white privilege would get him off, but he was in another country, and whatever happened in that country, whatever sentence they gave him, he deserved it. If you don't want to do, if you do the crime, suspect to do the time. He did the time. Whatever happened in that North Korea prison, he brought it on himself. Because nobody had told him to go and pull out a propaganda piece. War corps. You talk about it all the time. All the fucking time. That SJWs and them is rioting. It should be this. It should be that. They should go to jail. Okay, I grant you that. Whoever broke the law goes to jail. But you can't sit here and say, on the other hand, they are celebrating. Because white people think they could go in somebody else's country and use their white privilege to get away from the law and get away from getting punished by that crime. Do I feel sorry for the individual? No, I do not, because he did something stupid. He normally went to North Korea when he did not research what go on in North Korea. He didn't research it. He went in there and took a propaganda piece from North Korea. He took down a propaganda piece. That was a stupid move that he did. because he took a propaganda piece down. And then you want people to be sympathetic to him? This is what this asshole put on the video. SJW liberals blame the victim for his North Korea murder. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, War Corpse. If you listen to my live stream or you go back and listen to it, when a black person get killed, you say the facts and evidence should come out. They have facts and evidence that this individual went over to North Korea and took a propaganda piece down from a hotel. Do you think people gonna feel sorry for somebody that did something that is stupid? Took down a propaganda piece in a country that you know good and damn well that the United States do not have good relations with. That's why President Obama did not do anything in this situation. You sitting here saying that, and I'm gonna use your word verbatim, blame the victim. How many things that you blame the victim for in America? Y'all blame, I'm not going to say you particularly, but people blame Alton Sterling, Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Renisha McBride, without them getting their day in court. They get shot down without getting their day in court. At least the motherfucker got his day in court and got 15 years of hard labor. He slept into a coma. I'm going to play devil's advocate right now. What the North Korean people did, I think is wrong. Yeah, I think it's wrong. Hold on. Do I think it's wrong for a person to go 15 years of hard labor? Yes. Do I think it's wrong for that to happen? Yes. But at the same time, you went into another person's country and think, oh, I can do something. I can get white privilege. Don't do the crime if you cannot do the time. Don't do the time if you don't know, if you can't do the time if you don't do the crime. If it was a black person, you would share no tears at all whatsoever. All your side would say he deserved it. But when it go back on you, it's a problem. At least he got his day in court. At least he got a trial of his juror in North Korea. At least he got his day in court. Black people don't get their day in court because they kill them before they even have a chance to get their day in court. You blame Black Lives Matter. And all that other stuff. I'm going to tell you what's going on. It's not social justice warriors. Not about free speech. In America, it's about who in that White House. That's what we're concerned about. You're making it seems like everything is social justice fault, social justice warrior fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. Most of the time, it's social justice warriors. Social justice warriors. They don't want this. They don't want this. It's social justice warrior fault. It's this and that and the other. He did what he did and paid the ultimate price for what he did, which is death. He should have never took down that propaganda piece in the first place. That was his fault. Nobody should shed a tear and cry about what he did, because you will never shed a tear if a black person does it, because you will be saying 101,000 things. What he did, we don't have all the evidence. We have all the evidence. I'm going to say it like this. And this is an article. And you can get the article on that. This is from the ABC News. It said, what happened to Otto, American college student who died just a couple of days after North Korea released him from detention in a coma? It's far more difficult to make sense. It's jarring that is striking the face of past detainee of America outside the observer as the left struggle with the mystery of killing this individual, but also the death mean to attempts by Washington and his allies to stop North Korea with the pursuit of nuclear tip ICBMs that can target American mainland. The treatment of Otto was behind the pace of the North Korea standard, said Mr. John, an Asian expert of Seoul at a university. It was forceful response. The U.S. government should not have thrown its hands up and said this is how North Korea is. But how does that it's a smart way where there's some accountability. The follower examined the perfection of the heart development of North Korea antagonists with its neighbors in Washington. The University of Virginia student was medically evaluated from North Korea last week, more than a year after the court sentenced him to 15 years in prison with hard labor for allegedly trying to steal a propaganda banner. The North Korea diplomats at the United Nations have urgently requested a face-to-face meeting with the U.S. official in New York in June 6th meeting. Washington learned about his condition. His family said he fell into a coma soon after March 16th sentence after contracting Botulinum and taking sleeping pills. The doctor in Cincinnati said they didn't found no active or evidence. No active signs of the medication or evidence of beating. They said he has severe brain damage and don't know what caused it. Some observers believe that North Korea became worried because of his condition, certainly Washington. North Korea sent him back to the United States before he died because more questions would be raised of his death if the situation got worse or if they have returned his dead body. Others believe that unlikely that North Korea intentionally harmed him because he was a valuable political pawn. Poor hygienic condition, that diet, and bad medical care have been responsible for the coma that the North Korean doctor couldn't handle. Or maybe North Korea concealed his medical condition so long he hopes that he recovered. I'm gonna say it like this: I don't shed a tear for this individual because he did something that brought it on himself. War corps have to understand that he did something wrong. He went and tried to steal a propaganda piece. He got sentenced, rightfully so, to 15 years hard labor. Do I feel sorry for this individual? No, because you don't feel sorry for black people in the homeland that getting shot and killed every day in the streets by white police officers and say they justify, have rigged juries and stuff like this. So is it a bit of white privilege? Yes. Whether you like it or not, Workhorse, it is. Whether you like it or not, that's what he thought he was gonna get away with. Oh, let me get away because I have white privilege. He did a fucking crime. He stole a piece. He should have read the laws and stuff in North Korea before he took his ass there to do it. Do I feel sorry for this individual? No, I do not. Y'all making it seem like the left is bad. He did something that is bad. And the reason why North Korea did it is because they don't want war, because the United States is a warmongering individual that will do it. In closing, in closing, if you don't want to do the crime, if you do the crime, suspect to do the time. Don't bitch and complain when you do the time. That go for me. That go for anybody else visiting somebody else's backyard. Do I feel sorry for his parents? Yes, I did, because his parents have to bury their kid and have unexplained answers. What went on between him and North Korea, and that would never probably will happen. But do I feel bad for what he did? No. He did something stupid. He won a stupid game. He won a stupid prize. And basically what it is, he paid with his life. You can't go in other countries and suspect to do something and not have a consequence for it. You think you could go and bully other countries and they take it and say, okay, America bully us. What they gonna do? Go rape our women and shit and do all of this shit? He got what he deserved. Did he deserve death? Nobody deserved to get killed. But did he deserve what it is? It is. They beat him the first 2 or 3 months while he was in there. America, you are an American citizen, we're going to beat you. And there it is. This is for people that want to go and travel to another country. Please be mindful, because other people in other countries is not going to accept the fact that you go in their own backyard and does something wrong. If you cannot do the time, do not do the crime. And as for war corps, it's not about the left or it's not about the right. It's about common sense. It's about common sense of what he does, what he did as an individual. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Period. He got what he got. And if y'all get upset with it, too bad. Y'all don't y'all think the world should stop because a white guy got killed or died, but when a black person get killed, they tell us to get over it. So fuck you. He got what he got. He should never go to another country and did something like that. That was his fault, and he paid with his life. Don't like it? I don't know what to tell you. For his family, my condolences go out to the family because of the fact of the matter is they are trying to figure out what happened to their son. But as for him, he was an adult. He was no longer a child. He know what he did, and unfortunately, he paid the price. I don't know what else to left to say, but Workhorse got a lot of balls saying what it is. That is the end of the broadcast.